Welcome to Route 24, where we'll very soon be going to Route 25. I am Jordan, this here is Sparkle, and I'll be your Pokemon trainer for this episode of Pokemon Yellow. So if we talk to this guy, of course here is important TM, I think it's Thunderwave. If you talk to that guy, he says he's not so very good at raising Pokemon, so therefore he wants to give you his Charmander because, well, he just is not a very good Pokemon trainer in general. And that's another one of those starter Pokemon. First we got Bulbasaur, now we got Charmander. Now, I'm not really going to be using Charmander, and Charmander is a fire type, by the way. Now there's some interesting facts about the starter Pokemon first generation. The Bulbasaur line focuses on special. The Charmander line focuses on speed. And the next starter, which is called Squirtle, the Squirtle line focuses on defense. This isn't all that present to be exact, but anyways, I'm not going to be using Charmander. And there's just another interesting fact about the starter Pokemon when you think about the anime. Well, for one, the Bulbasaur that we got was originally a wild Pokemon, just taking care of Pokemon. This Bubsy is different on the other hand. The Charmander, well, that Charmander was pretty much an abandoned Pokemon, abandoned by his trainer. Because, well, in his words, that Charmander was a wuss. Charmander knew better, didn't he? Therefore, that Charmander grew up to be a very good Charizard. Yeah. A Charizard that couldn't listen until it got ice beamed. That's a good sign, isn't it? Knowing the Charizard actually finally listened to the Pokemon trainer Ash near death. Kinda like when it was when it was a Charmander. And Squirtle. We'll get to that another time when we actually get Squirtle. Because Bubsy grew to level 16, and you know what that means? Well, apparently every single Pokemon in Generation 1, well, not that, but apparently all starter Pokemon in the second evolution line of all level 16. That's not the case in Pokemon Gold and Silver and Crystal, Generation 2 starters. But yeah, a Zubat bit him, and our Bulbasaur evolved into an Ivysaur. So, like you know in the nicknames literally change, so Ivysaur is still called Bubsy. Oh man, I just realized the joke that's going on so far with Bubsy. Bubsy 1 is a Bulbasaur, Bubsy 2 is an Ivysaur, and Bubsy 3 is gonna be Venusaur. Yeah, I spoiled it, but yeah, you should see this coming if you actually look upon Pokemon yourself, or if you're actually a Pokemon fan, like me. And this hiker has an Onix. And Bulbous, you can easily take care of it, in spite of it having a very wimpy Vine Whip. But again, that's what I forget of a too effective attack. Speaking of rock types, I generally find them useless. Mostly because of how crap special defense they have. On the other hand, they can be very good attackers. Well, except for Onix. Onix is a different case. It's a lot more defensive and speedy in a way. There's another trainer I gotta fight who has, well, probably some namely poison types and Rattata. Because, you know, them poison types are so wonderful. That quick attack is so BS. Well, if it was a critical hit, good thing it wasn't. Luckily, Bubsy can take care of this Rattata. There's one thing I forgot to mention about this. See, when Bubsy's growing up levels, you can see his defense is rising a bit. See, it's higher than his attack and his speed. This is what we call EV training, or effort values. In this case, effort values means that if you defeat a Pokemon, you get their effort points, and when the Pokemon levels up, well, the more effort points in that single stat, the more that stat will rise. So if you want to join in the competitiveness of Pokemon, then you have to EV train. Otherwise, you're gonna get wrecked out there. That trainer I do not want to fight. I want to use that trainer for a later purpose besides fighting. But that trainer does have an interesting Pokemon they haven't seen yet, but too bad. We need to fight this lass, who apparently is a boyfriend. And starts off with neither a male. Yeah, that's her boyfriend, neither a male. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Look at me and my silly old mind. Thinking about that. If you know what I'm talking about, then. Oh boy, just what I need. A not very effective critical hit double kick. And a fury attack missing. That's what we always want. Can Chris do it? Nope. Arm attack just went ahead and said, nope. Chris fainted. Goodbye, Chris. Just send you another time. It's time for Florida to make an appearance and use confusion to deal those poison types so easily. And neither and female. I think it fits a lot more for neither and female. Beat the lack of star Pokemon. Then again, Pokemon trainers don't even have star Pokemon. They're just trainers. On the other hand, the bosses and the gym leaders have unique Pokemon with them. But again, every single trainer has a unique Pokemon team with them. I think these are, I like to call them the normal kind of trainers. You know, the lasses and the youngsters and the... I'm not sure about the junior trainers though. I think they might be different. I think they mainly use poison and grass types. Or some other types. I'm not sure. I know hikers just love to use rock types. And with chaps as well, apparently. Fighting types also. And there's another Geodude. No problem. Flutter can take care of it. Luckily, Geodude here doesn't know any rock type moves. Because if it did, Flutter would probably faint in one single hit. Luckily, this is not Fire Red Leaf Green, otherwise Flutter would have been a lot more useless. Or Butterfree, actually. Anyway, I think that's enough. That's enough fighting for that. It's time for Bubsy to use those last two Vine Whips against those Geodudes that the hiker has. Oh boy, this is why I really hate Vine Whip. It has low power. And it has low power points. It just makes it sound so... There's a PowerPoint. Oh man, that could be turned into such an office joke. Yeah, but no. I forgot to mention one thing about Machop. They're fighting types like Mankey. However, unlike Mankey, they're pretty slow. Therefore, Karate Chop is not going to be as much as useful as a useful one on Mankey. Luckily, Flutter had it. And luckily, Bubsy's going to be able to take care of that Jib easily. Although, as a sacrifice, that Vine Whip does indeed have to go. 0 power points for Vine Whip. Ordinarily, I would just proceed on, but Chris does need some love. And by love, I mean he needs to evolve soon. Or in this case, he needs to level up a little more, because I don't want Chris to fall behind. So there's the other trainer who... Oh, here's the boyfriend trainer. We just fought the girlfriend trainer not too long ago, and this here's a junior trainer. Male. There's a little female. Male junior trainers. And, yeah. I think later on they're called picnickers. I'm not sure. I should probably look that up sometime soon. As soon as I'm done recording. Oh man, that Fury attack! Times 5! And didn't even count it for us. That's lame. Oh no, and Ekans. They're not much trouble now, considering the fact that they're not as threatening as the war with the Mount Moon. Especially with Team Rocket. Oh boy. At least Peach didn't get poisoned. If that was the case, and I would have been so mad. Nap's not even much of a threat anymore due to how much damage he's doing now compared to what it was doing last time. Although still annoying having to waste time just having to watch that rap go and go and go. That reminds me, in You actually turn off the attack animations in the game if you wanted to go faster and you could just somehow just get tired of the attack animations. Yeah, she will. She's over there next to the hiker. I'm pretty sure they're doing it right now as you speak. No, they're not. That was a cruel joke, but I appreciate that. Okay, not really, but that had to be said just because of what he just said. I forgot to mention that TM that we just got right now. It's a segment toss. What does segment toss do? It deals the amount of damage that it does. Well, it deals the amount of damage. It's pretty much fixed. It's a fixed damage move. The Pokemon's level, the current level of your current Pokemon using that move, equals to the amount of damage that attack will do. Like, let's say if you have a level 100 Pokemon, you Segment Toss. Toss. And it'll deal about 100 damage total. I think that's one of the three fixed damage moves you get in this game. There are other fixed damage moves? No, wait, 4. Sorry. There's another fixed damage move. Though, I think compared to Segments, compared to that tossing move with the earth-shattering kablooey. Yeah, Chantru. Man, I keep saying everything wrong. It's like a running gag now. Then again, my throat is kind of hurting a bit just for doing this commentary, but I don't care. I must proceed on and Bubsy grew to level 18 and it's even more defensive as before. And by that I mean special and physical defense. Confusion, yes. Sleeping. Only if the sleep causes an effect. If not, then you're better off using an item, or you're better off just letting the Pokemon wake up. Then switch. For those who don't know, the sleep cause is pretty much in the rule Pokemon Steam, in which 2 or more Pokemon cannot fall asleep in a team. Because, let's think about it for a moment. It's really cheap if you just spam nothing but sleeping moves. Trust me, I know from experience from this game, especially when I battle with Jigglypuff and Clefairy. Especially since I taught Butterfree a sleep powder move. Yeah, we're gonna be so broken. Too bad I can be using Butterfree not too much longer. Flutter has to go soon. Flutter must go ahead and make baby Caterpie to die. Yeah. Okay, not exactly, but yeah, this is gonna be one of those pointed modes in the game where, okay, maybe not exactly now, but later on I will have to call it Flutter because compared to other Pokemon, Flutter is not all that useful. Or Butterfrees are not all that useful. They're really only known for their Sleep Powder and of course their Psychic type moves. Although unfortunately there's a better bug type that can use Psychic moves a lot better than Butterfree ever would. And they'll find out who that Pokemon is much later. Luckily, Chris grew to level 17. And we defeated Elias. This is gonna be the last turn we're gonna fight in this route. Technically speaking. I mean, there's that kid that I skipped. Because, you know, makes you happy about that. Yeah, things just friendship group up with another level. And I want to keep that thing going. And Sea Cottage is where Bill is. See my house. And here's Pikachu wondering who that Pokemon is. Well, we'll find out soon enough, Sparkle. We'll find out soon enough. Nah, he's not a Pokemon, he's Bill. The true blue Pokemaniac. I'm not joshing around with you. Not even. So, will I help him out? I'll say no. No matter what, you gotta help out Bill. Otherwise, you're just gonna get stuck. Because you need to help him out in order for you to get an important key item in the game. And with that key item, you'll be able to get an important item. They're just wondering what's going on. Well, in a moment, Sparkle here will know the truth about Bill, the science guy. Sparkle is surprised, and Bill is another lame sprite. Yeah, that's the problem with Generation 1. There's not very much unique sprites besides Oak, Blue, Red, and Pikachu here. Pikachu also has a unique sprite. I can see right now. Oh man, that's Sparkle. That Sparkle was so confused. I have to go ahead and go talk to it in order for it to bring it back to his senses. Sparkle is confused. Sparkle got hurt in confusion. Sparkle here still is confused. Luckily, Sparkle will come back with us. If you exit out and come back in, that piece will turn to something else. And Sparkle just went ahead and just broke the laws of physics and broke through that building with his jumping. Some of his rare Pokemon. Let's see. We got an Eevee. We already saw Kusi have one of those Eevees. Up next is FLAREON, which I'm pretty sure is going to be what Kusi is going to evolve into. So we got a JOLTEON, which is an electric type. Then we got VAPOREON, who's a water type. FLAREON's a fire type, by the way. And unfortunately, in the Pokemon community, everyone considers FLAREON the most useless one, considering the fact that his stats, his ability, and of course its move set. I'll bring you a shortcut if you want to return to Cerulean City. It's still pretty much done with Route 25. We now can go ahead and enter the Cerulean Gym, where we get to fight Misty the Tomboy. And what is her specialty? Her specialty is water. As you can see right here from that texture of water. There's also a pool, by the way. So yeah, what he's telling you right here is that the water Pokemon are weak to grass types. They're also weak to electric types, which is a good reason why it's Sparkle here. Though namely, Bubsy is going to be the main star of it. So, but in this case, I'm just pretty much going to go ahead and train. This swimmer right here, he's pretty much another one of those special kinds of trainers in which you want to do that one glitch, which I'm probably going to do next episode. And trust me, it's going to be one hell of a glitch, pretty much. Anyways, here's Horsey. It's a water type, pure water type. And over here's a Shelter. Is it pure water type? I think it's... Well, when it evolves, it turns into an ice type. Which is a type we haven't gone over yet. But then again, ice types are so rare. Because, you know, there's very few ice types. But yeah, Shelter's a pure water type, who mainly focuses on defense. And over here is another trainer. I predict a junior or a lass. It's a junior trainer, female. And what does she have? A Goldeen, pure water type. They have horns, and apparently they have a unique attack. Or in this case, a signature move. What is a signature move, you ask? Well, a signature attack is pretty much an attack that only a single Pokemon can know. In this case, the Goldeen line of signature attack is Waterfall. And if you know Waterfall as much as I do, that turns into an HM. In which no one trainer wants to teach that Pokemon to, because you already have a better HM move known as, well, let's just put it like this. Free falling. Okay, maybe not that, but I'll go over another time. Anyways, over here is Misty, the tomboy. She doesn't look much of a tomboy, but it's probably because of her sprite. It's not very unique compared to Fire Red, Leaf Green, or Gold and Silver. I don't know why gym leaders have some crappy sprites. They just look so generic. No, Misty, I am not. Okay, yeah, I am ready. I just didn't even know about Misty. Her sprite's different compared to Red and Blue. In Red and Blue, Green, I think she has a bikini on. And I see over here there's Staryu. They're a water type. Staryu's only known moves are Tackle and Water Gun. And Misty will occasionally use X defense, which pretty much raises the defense. Luckily, Stario's easily taken care of. The Sparkle here, Sparkle grew up to level 20. And over here, oh boy. Oh yeah, Sparkle also knows Slam. Slam is one of those strange moves that has good power, but crap, decent accuracy. Unfortunately, I don't use double team that much because 1, it's cheap, and 2, I don't see myself using it that much. Anyways, her next Pokemon is Starmie. It's Psychic and Water. Yep, this thing is pretty big, and it's pretty bulky too. Even because of the fact that it has some very good special, and probably some decent defense all around. If it doesn't special attack to you, you'll pretty much want to consider yourself dead. I mean, looking at this Starmie special attack, it's called Bubblebeam. Yeah, I forgot to mention Starmie's special attacks. Tackle, Water Gun, Harden, and Bubblebeam. And boy oh boy, Bubblebeam sounds so threatening, as I'll show you right now. And also considering Starmie's great speed, this has a pretty high critical hit ratio damage. That needs to be a lot more threatening. So yeah, in this case, Starmie is very, very powerful, and you really want to be careful here. Luckily, if you have a grass type like Bubsy, then Starmie won't do much, considering how stupid the AI is. Like, oh, it's a Bubsy, it's not Ivysaur, gotta do Tackle, no Bubblebeam, despite how much more damage that could probably do. Anyways, Misty is finally defeated. And we actually get her TM as well, Bubblebeam! So yeah, we got the Cascade badge. This allows Pokemon to level 30 to obey. Namely the Outsider Pokemon. Because if we got our own Pokemon, then they'll obey us no matter what. Even if they're the maximum level of 100. A Bubblebeam. It's pretty much 65 power. It's a pure water type. It's a water type move. And has perfect accuracy as well. Other generation speaking. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time in Pokemon Yellow.